Okay, get it. So I'm going to be doing this discussion with you guys. It's going to be a pretty simple one on that of the politician Stacey Abrams, and I was having a conversation on Art and Styles panel, uh, and I gave my honor, and I'm never going to be one shy to uh, tell my beliefs or how I feel on politics. And it's a very sad thing to understand that, a lot of Democrats. I got you. Thank you for letting me know that. Actually, I'll do one solid. Let me do this. Give me a second. There you go. Um, a lot of I don't feel a lot of politicians. Well, I know a lot of politicians do not respect that of black men. They don't respect black men. They don't think that we're smart, educated, easily gassed up. And I understand, you hear people saying, "Well, we're going to just go Democratic," and I'm going to showcase the evidence, and I'm going to ask y'all if you are a Democrat or whatever your belief is to explain. But I'm going to tell my stance on what I just found because I'm seeing that the Democratic Party, especially Stacey Abrams, sees you as black men as stupid, dumb, easily fooled, and that y'all don't know no better. And you'll hear people tell you, well, what else other political party is for you? Who's gonna help you? Who's gonna have your back? And I'm like, so you're telling me, should I just go along with that of what I, you know, believe in? Now, if you want to see the plan is easily, um, it's already there. I have it on my descriptions. If you want to vote, vote. If you don't want to vote, that's fine. Just don't come to me and say, "Hey, why should we vote?" I'm gonna be like, "Hey, that's your right. You do what you got to do," and I can respect that. We know that black men, unless in certain types of groups or formats, don't really vote. Especially Democratic black men don't vote. Don't mind him. He's laying down. Democratic black men, I don't think y'all vote. And there's not a lot of Republican black men. But I definitely understand that um, black men, especially, they don't vote. The most time I ever see them vote is when they're elderly or older black men. They're in a family setting or they're voting for a certain particular type of propaganda of an agenda. And people can try to say, well, nah, it ain't like that. No, it's like that. Everybody knows that's true. So much so that's literally the pictures or the people that they actually speak for you. But it's no secret that black men of a certain caliber, I would say uh you got to be 18 to vote. Between 18 and 35, that's a huge range that doesn't vote. I agree, Auntie. Be informed before you vote or stay at home. You'll likely just make things worse. An uniformed voter is worse than an uninformed voter um, is worse than a voter. I agree. I holistically agree. That's why when I say what I said about this, and I'm telling you, like Stacey Abrams does not respect black men in Georgia or any type of black man. I'm gonna tell you right now, Stacey Abrams thinks y'all are stupid, dumb, and easily fooled. It's so easy to manipulate a black man, and that just shows you how much he truly respects you. And we've seen this time and time again. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to pull up her plan that she wrote, right? Because her opponent said, "Listen, I got no skin in this game, but black men." She thinks y'all are stupid. Maybe, maybe not. She didn't even bother to write a plan for y'all. She said she had a plan, but she didn't write a plan. And see, we have this thing in the military or in that of legal format that hey, if your name isn't in black or white, then there's nothing solidifying what you and that person or that party agreed upon. In order to get the black woman vote in Georgia, the campaign strategy is to disrespect black men. I wouldn't deny that because, and we're gonna easily look at it because we're gonna pull up the information. That is fair, Nadine. But I think it's even more hurtful that somebody will say this, and we're gonna pull up the information. We're gonna pull up the information. Y'all do me a solid, like, share the video. So let's pull up this first thing. Let's do that. Let's do right by y'all. So 1 hour ago, 1 hour ago, let me know if y'all can hear me. Just put one in the chat. Uh, Midterms and on USA Today say um, Stacey Abrams faces challenges in governor's race, and it was about is black men to blame. Another one says black men could be the key to Stacey Abrams' victory. Now let's click on this one. Now She starts talking about South Fulton, Georgia, inside a local bar, a restaurant here, room nearly 100 black business leaders and community members welcomed Stacey Abrams with loud cheers and applause after laying out her plan for everything from health care to education to Democratic nominee for Georgia governor made an admission while she loved the support they were showing she needed it to extend beyond those willing to come out to her event. None of it matters if we do not turn out the very people who are most affected. Abrams, standing beneath a disco ball, told the crowd last month, "You have to tell the story as Moses said, go run, tell, and make sure folks know what's happening." She continued her pitch to a large, lively crowd that spilled over into the parking lot. "I also need you to reach out to those communities that didn't know they should be here. The one who didn't think any of this mattered," she said. "We don't have any enthusiasm gap. We have a trust gap." Now, listen, this is very interesting. We don't have an enthusiasm gap. We have a trust gap, and I feel, folks, I need folks to trust me one more time. You gotta understand, man, like trust goes both ways. I would never tell you to holistically vote or believe in me if there was nothing ever in the plan or play for me. But you want me to be loyal to you. And there's a problem because people always wonder, well, why are black men regard just not caring to vote? And so you have it where as to um if you're not being spoken about, if you're not being told, hey, like let's try to do something. You heard Tiffany Cross. "I know you feel ignore black men, but get in line with black women." For Stacey Abrams, shaming and insults for votes is the new norm. Then I would say, then that's not for us. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm not putting my money on somebody that's not speaking to that of my plight. You'd have to be a fucking fool if you did that. Now I can understand that. Hey, you didn't fund them, you didn't do anything for them. Then yeah, what do they owe you? That's a fair enough assessment of a judgment. But to those of y'all who are looking at her and trying to figure out, is this a viable person to get involved with? I'm going to give you my honest opinion. No, because I'm doing the research. Those are other people who have no kind of skin in the game. Just sit your ass to the back of the bus. Ain't like we give a fuck what y'all got to say. Polls show Abrams trailing Republican government Brian Kemp in their rematch, and that she is struggling to replicate the same level of black support that she garnered in 2018, where she defied conventional political wisdom by coming within 55,000 voters, 1.4 point, the first black female governor in the nation. 4 years ago, Abrams garnered between 93 and 94% of the black vote, according to the exit polls AP vote cast across 5 polls over the past month. Now, here's the thing about it. Now, she wants the men to step up and start to vote for her. Polls consistently have her points behind Senator Raphael G. Warnock, who has a slight lead over Republican Charles Herschel Walker, whose campaign had been rocked this week by allegations that he paid for a former girlfriend to have an abortion. Abrams, however, is polling similarly among black voters as Warnock, but he is performing better among the wider swatters. So I guess somehow it came out about the dude getting an abortion. And that's not new. Abrams will need strong turnouts in cities such as South Fulton, which that is Fulton. So that's pretty much South Fulton, which is 90% black. Community leaders acknowledge that there works to be done and motivate people to go to the polls. If every black person go out to vote for Stacey Abrams, would have be our governor, said Khalid Kamau, who spells his name lowercase, the mayor of South Fulton, which he has dubbed America's blackest city. If you look at the margin, she lost by, if every black voter in South Fulton had turned out to vote for Stacey Abrams, she would governor by now. Now, you're hearing all this stuff about black men. Now, let's look at this. There's a lot of things she's for that will the black community and the black man, but there's a lot of people that don't feel like it matters, said Willis 50, a control engineer who lives in Decatur. He said the sense of hopelessness is more frequent than before because of everything that went down with Donald Trump. There's less trust in the government. Now, we already understand. Abrams allies argues that she challenges faces aren't surprising, and she complains. Now, this is very interesting how they're speaking about Donald Trump and that of the policies and everything. But then when we look at that and I'm going to show y'all, I need to show y'all this. I don't like having y'all lick y'all tap lips. Make sure you have your beer or whatever drink you want, because I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you why Stacey Abrams just proved and showing you how dumb she thinks black men are. Because when it was asked, do you have a plan to help the black men? She said, yeah, I wrote triple plan. Due to all the disrespect from politicians, I'm charging their assets for my vote. I suggest y'all do too, or else they keep ignoring and disrespecting you. I agree, Auntie. Isn't it her job to earn the vote of the people? What the fuck did I miss? Did the concept of politics change recently or something? Well, we have a thing that we think that just because you may look like us or you may remind us of someone that you're for us, when actually, let's look at the latter difference. Okay? So I'm going to grab this. I want to show y'all the blatant buffoonery. So this is Stacey Abrams' policies, and this is Stacey Abrams. I have a vision for one Georgia where everyone thrives. My plan will support Georgians from the cradle to career, expand Medicaid, invest in education, and provide free technical college and need-based financial aid. Now, free technical college, I don't know how the fuck is that possible. Now, this is her plan. Okay? I want y'all to see this now, and I want y'all to watch this. This is the funniest shit I've ever saw and the most laziest ever. The most laziest strategy ever. Hang on, let me make sure y'all do me a solid and share this. I want y'all to show you. I'm gonna show y'all when motherfuckers get caught lacking and they don't give a fuck to disrespect you. Just do me a solid. Share the video. Even if you don't rock with me, just share the video. You can dislike it, whatever. I don't care. I don't give a flying fuck. Just share it. Just share the video. Hang on, let me okay. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so let's get to it. So you have educational mobility. I have a comprehensive plan to put money in Georginian pockets to create thousands of good paying jobs in every part of the state and invest in small business, minority contracting, um, and family farms to ensure that all Georginians participate in our economic success and gain financial freedom from clean energy to fairly distributed infrastructure and jobs. Now she's putting all this out here. Social mobility. Social mobility. Where we begin should not determine where we finish. As governor, I will be committed to tackling the barriers that prevent too many Georgians from dreaming big and rising. Your zip code, background, or access to power should be decided you and your family structure. Seniors, immigration, LGBTQ plus Georgians, and disability rights. There ain't shit in there about. I'm gonna keep going. This is her plan. That's her plan. Now, I'm showing y'all all of that. Are y'all ready to see the black? If you're ready in the chat to see the black men's plan, put a 2. If you want me to open up the panel first, so that way you can put in your 3 cents and you only get 2 minutes to talk, put a 1. 2 for us to start the black men's plan, or 1 to get on the panel. I'm gonna wait. I need to take a swig of the beer. Okay. Huh? Okay, so let's begin. Red says she's ready to go look at the plan. All right. So I'm going to show you the black man's plan for black men. Oh, I can't wait. This is so fun. Hmm. There you go. Okay, so we're looking at the black man's plan. Now, as you can already see, it's mostly elderly black men. That's predominantly who come out there and listen. It ain't no young. It ain't no young men. So, I just want y'all to see that first. We're just starting off with the context. I told y'all, it's usually older black men that are going out there and doing these tidbit of stuff. Now, let's get to it. I want to get down there. Black men deserve leadership that sees them, serves them, and believes in them. I'm committed to investing in black men, their families, and their businesses by providing opportunities for small businesses and apprenticeships, expanding access to safe and affordable education, and focusing resources on violent crime prevention and law enforcement. You have economic security, healthcare, and housing, education and job training, crime justice, and public safety. Now let's go ahead and click on that. Let's get at this. Because see, the thing about it is, and it's so cool. I love this because we're gonna look at we're gonna go through it. And as we go through this plan, the scary thing about it you're gonna see ain't nothing in this plan mentions black men. But it's gonna mention everything else. So let's click on this is black men. Provide capital and contract opportunities for black small businesses. Establish a 10 million small business investment fund. Eliminate fees, red tape, smart to start your own business. Increase purchasing of black-owned businesses. Allow multiple small companies. Close the gap between minority and non-minority. Create 5 million family farms. Now, y'all have to understand, I haven't yet read anything about black men in this. It just says provide capital contract for black small businesses, but you don't know who registers as that. Put money back into your pockets. Maybe if I go down, hang on, let me make sure I'm doing it correctly. I'm gonna check. Expand Medicaid. Adults making 9 hours or less would be eligible for health care insurance, including non-crisis mental health and substance abuse. Will create 64,000 good paying jobs across the state. Now, black men, you're still not in there. And hell, if a black man is making $9 an hour, you are already shit deep in a situation already. You can't make this shit up. I would need somebody who understands that of the left to explain to me where in there are they speaking specifically about black men. Education and job, maybe we're in that. Increase funding to the public schools. What black man is in the public schools? And decrease over disciplining of black children. Create 20,000 apprenticeships, including construction, entertainment, and advanced energy. Restore free technical college. Expand access to hope and fund need-based aid for higher education, particularly at HBCUs. Now, I'm looking at all this stuff. Now this is download the Black Men's Agenda. This is your agenda, black men. That was your agenda. Mods, put hide that stupid adult dumb shit in my chat But that's your agenda. But it says nothing about you specifically in the agenda that's supposed to be about you. How do you have something that's like somebody wrote you a check, but your name ain't on the check, but you're supposed to have the check? They're gonna like, what is your name on it? Did they write your name on it? Now, maybe if I look at, okay, let me go get that. Let me go look at economic mobility. Let me go look at that. I have a vision for Georgia where prosperity is measured by more than how well business is going. I want y'all to scan this. Now, I want you to understand, and y'all probably saying, well, what am I saying? Nothing in her agenda says anything about black men. I can't make this shit up. If you're not on the black line, then guess what? Nothing has nothing to do with you. But see, the thing about it is, we know and she understands that niggas are easily stupid. I don't call y'all niggas. Black men are easily fooled. Job wages, the foundation of thriving, that kind of. Now, I want you to understand this now. Look. Fair investment infrastructure. Nothing in there for you yet. Create a transparent, equitable distribution of infrastructure funds across the states. Citizens can track how and where funds are spent. Increase apprenticeships. No. Protect workers. Now, well, let's see if you're in there. Secure legislative regulatory changes such as pay sick leave expansion. Nope. Buy Georgia products. Nope. Maybe small business. Black men, are you mentioning that either? No, you are not. Now, hold on now. I could have sworn she had no problem mentioning that of law enforcement and pretty much, all this other stuff. Hell, she definitely put aside for that of the LGBTQ. What about Medicaid? Are y'all put into Medicaid? Let's get into that. Okay. All Georgians deserve access to quality, affordable health care. During the pandemic, more than 37,000 Georgians have died from COVID complications, and thousands more have been temporarily and permanently disabled. Now, she says all of this, but again, you're not mentioned in this. And see, the thing about it was, you were never going to be mentioned in this shit. It was always just about getting your vote, nigga. But it was never about actually doing something for you, my nigga. Black policy, black men. Let me make sure I'm doing this correct. Economic security, right there. Let me click on this. Let me click over there. I noticed the same thing are right here, and nothing has changed. When I say that literally she sees you as dummies, it's so bad she didn't even bother trying to actually make it look like she actually gave a fuck. Like, bruh, y'all are not on the paperwork for nothing. Why do y'all still fuck with this bitch? And I say it for like I see it because honestly, y'all are nothing but the tier for her to vote for. I'm just saying that she's addressing that of the LGBTQ. She's addressing that of the immigrants. But she don't ever talk about y'all. And see, the thing about it is we have a problem where we make it seem like black people talking about black people and voting, especially black men, is a crime or an offense. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a video. And the video is towards that of what was said. Now, I'm going to be accountable for my words. Hang on.
And the older black people back then, especially in the Bronx. I mean, I'm very humble and grateful that they were telling the truth about. It's like, okay, we weren't as close as some people say we were. We were around, but at the same time, the parents
pressuring them not to, engage in that kind of activity of hip hop and Moreno, Musica,
Right.
that kind of stuff.
Well, you have strong religious foundings as well, right? Catholic,
Yes.
people who are
Yes.
Catholic, have a Catholic background, they kind of kept their kids away from a lot of that stuff. But I'm just saying we're talking about the politics. We're not really talking about culture.
Well, but you got to remember too. Well, hold on. But you got to remember these people, all the way from our age and then younger too. They do have that upbringing from that kind of history, and it goes right into politics.
Exactly. That's big. Sunday. Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Like, listen, my old lady has a Portuguese background. They don't fuck around when it comes to religion. Like, they don't play around with that stuff. Like, Sunday, there's no swearing in goddamn abuela's house. Like, that shit is a no-go. Like, you're gonna go in there, y'all gonna wash up. They got some of them go do their communion and all that stuff, and it's a very respectful, serene setting. I get that. Now, when I go to my mama's house, guess what? Hey, everybody knows to show up there at a certain time, and we're gonna have dinner. Like, so you have it like back then. Culture and religion and politics. This is why, if you saw it, whenever people are running for political election with the Irish, guess where they were at? They were at the Catholic Church. They're going to go down there because a lot of the elderly and
Yeah, sorry about that. I should have turned off and muted up. So let me get at this. And so the context of what you're hearing right now is that we're talking on how other groups amongst that of the Democratic Party or certain affiliated parties will make sure that they specifically have something towards them and what they want to be heard or spoken about. I get it. I'm not mad at them. I understand that and I appreciate it because if they are allowed to voice how they feel, why is it such that of a false or bad narrative for me as a black man to say, this is what I want? I want to make sure me, Auntie, and Kamasi have jobs that will not be furloughed off of no bullshit. I want to make sure that hey, the labor force has open resources that literally that we can apply for. And we're not saying we're begging, but we're willing to work our share to get what is ours. However, when you have people like this Latina bitch that is calling black boys monkeys and shit, and motherfuckers are trying to make it seem like, hey, what's the big deal, man? We call ourselves niggas. Fuck you. Y'all gotta understand, man, like, why is it such a crime when we actually step towards something that we do not agree with? If you want proper representation, I agree. I'm for lobbying. I'm agree. Paying for what you want to see. I agree. You need to speak up and go to the community or city meetings. All right, let's keep it pushing. Quid pro quo, how politics work. They see black men as children and that they can just sit and put in line because I said so. I agree. Let's get on with the video.
And influential people were there at that church. The church was more than just let's pray to God. It was that of an understanding of a communal point. If you weren't nobody in the community, then guess what? Then you weren't somebody in that church. All the people who were somebody were in the church because that's where they had their meetings behind closed doors. Same thing for like Sunday for the churches. I want to butcher the Latin churches, but that's where they go eat. If you need a job, you can go there. They go there for their services as well as their commune with each other. Say, hey, what's going on? Hey, man, so-and-so lost his job. Cool, don't worry. We got another job for him. Put him on here. We got some places that need to go get handled. We can get it. We can keep y'all afloat.
As they should.
Right,
yeah.
Right. And I'm not against that, but I also understand that of the dynamics of how these things work. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think the thing about it is people, we only, like as black people, we only know so much about these cultures unless you are actually dealing with them. So when I'm talking about like that, when I was in Springfield,
so let's look at that. Let's look at that. So if you think that the Latin community in Florida, Massachusetts, New York, Virginia, Texas, Illinois, California, Memphis, where else can I name? If you think that they don't lobby like that of the Irish, you're dumb. You're stupid. Because they understand you got to pay to play. And we understand that black men, you have to be willing to put up something to gain something. You have it where this Latin woman that's been on council seat with that of the labor board. She's in bed with the labor. Something that you men need jobs. Y'all need work. Black men, you need to go to fucking work. This girl done called y'all a chulo or a chiluno or whatever kind of shit. Called you a monkey. And I honestly believe that they're gonna vote for her ass right back on in. They're gonna vote her right back in. But she wasn't fired. But they're gonna vote her right back in. They're not gonna you don't have that of the power. What's going on, Snowman? Black men don't have that of the political agency like everybody else does have. And when we start talking about this shit, then we always hear, well, what about us? Fuck y'all. Right now, some of y'all do need to take the back burner. Let us get our men and our boys together. I don't say shit when I see other people doing them. I don't give a damn when the trans are doing their shit. I don't give a damn when the black women doing their shit. The Latinos are doing their shit. The white people are doing their shit. MAGA, whatever group. I don't give a flying fuck. But when I'm talking as me, as a black man in my goddamn essence, and I'm speaking for me and what me and my contingents want, there's a fucking problem. We want jobs. Well, what kind of jobs? Nigga, I want a fucking actual job that I can actually feed and feed my family, get me goddamn good car insurance. Actually, well, you should be no, nigga. Y'all need to stop the cap and stop making it like, yo, these jobs are bullshit that they're trying to give out. And ain't nobody trying to take no lower cuts of goddamn $7.25, $9.25, $14. I know $14 may sound like a lot in some areas, but in other areas, that ain't shit. And we're not holistically being fair. See, it's like whenever a man, see, that's why I found it very insulting when that fucking woman, Stacey Abrams, the way how she wrote out that agenda for black men, it was like she was sunning the black men. $9 an hour? What the fuck is $9 an hour in Georgia? Unless you dead broke, nigga, $9 an hour ain't shit. There's no way you're gonna tell me a single man can live off of $9 an hour. That motherfucker must be living in a cardboard box. No way. Stop the cap. Let me make sure I'm looking at that shit correctly. Let me make sure I'm looking at that shit correctly. Stacey Abrams, Black Man's Agenda. Let's look at healthcare and housing. Adults making $9 an hour or less would be eligible for healthcare insurance, including non-crisis mental health and substance abuse treatment. Like, dude, like, I mean, come on, like y'all gotta stop playing games. Like, it's like you gotta take goddamn smoke the roaches cigarettes and shit. You got to take their goddamn system of socialism. And any black man that's fine with black men being on a socialist system, you got shit fucked up, bro. Why do you want black men on a socialist system where they got to depend on that of a goddamn system? Ain't we already had enough welfare babies? Why do y'all want black men on the system so much? I got to ask that a question of any man. I'll drop the fucking link. Why would any man be comfortable with another man living on that of near-death poverty? Don't we get cracked on about you're broke, you're dusty, you got mental health issues? So why would y'all want us on them fucking systems? I told y'all that bitch takes us for a fucking joke. And any motherfucker that want to ride with that motherfucker. I'm a fucking man. I know what it's like when you have a child on the way. $9 ain't shit, nigga. The fuck? When you got to put Pampers, baby wipes, formula, gas in your vehicle, the woman needs hygiene products, get the fuck out of here. What adult man can live off of $9 an hour? Y'all on that bullshit. That housing and healthcare shit, that shit's for the birds, man. That's for a little boy. We'll create 64 good paying jobs across the state. Man, support first-time homeowners and provide financial education. Let's look at that shit right there, bro.
Hold up, BMT. Salute, fam. What up, bro? You can hear me?
What's up? Let me chill out. What's up, Anthony?
Yo, BMT, you can hear me, bro?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
All right, yo, salute, bro. Hey, you up here cooking, dog. What's up? All right, so here's the deal. Like, what you just laid out, that's an everybody fucking plan. That's an everybody plan. And that's cool for politicians and shit, but you talking about a demographic as far as both, you know what I'm saying, black men, black women, whatever the case is, just black people in general that are behind the eight ball when you talking about, you know what I'm saying, wealth, a route, a path to prosperity, which is really just the it's not about getting jobs. If you see my comment, it's about having the ability to create your own jobs and create your own economy for your own damn community. So trust me, as far as the minimum wage is concerned, and you know, me and you, this is where we kind of bump heads, but I think we both got the same goal. We just got different routes to get there. Ain't nothing on that. That's why I was like, me and you cool, but I'm in favor of keeping the minimum wage low because our people shouldn't be working for minimum wage anyway. We supposed to be hiring other motherfuckers to be working for us for minimum wage. And that shit should be really low because that's how the hell this country was built. So if we gonna hit some kind of wealth and prosperity, we gonna have to take the same path that they took. And that's free and cheap labor. So why can't we get it? Why we got to still be the free and cheap labor? You feel me?
I'm hearing
you. Got all these people jumping the border. You know what I'm saying? They paying top dollar, bro, for visas and shit just to come over here and cop the gas stations. You know what I'm saying? Because they got to connect on all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Copping the damn property, all of that, bro. They letting all of these people do this. America is fucked up like that, bro. They will let other damn demographics come over here and purchase property, knowing goddamn well most of them damn other countries can't no American just go over there and buy property. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
They can't do it. So you're not going to get a piece of their economy, but they, you know what I'm saying? They let you, they let them come over here. And the first place that they get to build all their wealth from, this is every other demographic, whether it's Asians, Middle Easterns, you know what I'm saying? Hispanics, whatever. They put them right in your neighborhoods. Now, you feel me? They put them right in your neighborhoods.
Somebody asked a good question. Do you know that the higher the minimum wage, the more small businesses are shutting down due to research? Facts. Now let's get at that. I'm gonna gladly hit y'all with that because that's that's interesting. That like let's get at that. So I'm a multi-business owner. I've been doing this, but I'm also be fair. I'm gonna be fair for a lot of y'all. When I watch other businesses, non-black, get their certain type of help or aid or certain type of reassurance, they're not playing by the same rules that y'all are playing by. It seems like the Negro is still on the minimum wage, eating roach cigarettes and shit and all this other stuff. Now, whatever type of socialist form, because I'm gonna be real with y'all, everybody can't be a business owner. Everybody's not built for that. Everybody does not have the wherewithal for that. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. Some of y'all, I know people want to say, "Hey, we need to own black businesses," but somebody got to go to work. Somebody has to be the worker. Y'all can't be the kings and queens. They got to be motherfuckers making the mortar and the clay. Now, when we're asking about this, if you're saying that, hey, minimum wage should go down, then I need y'all to explain to me why is the cost of food, gas, and utilities increasingly climbing up, and the housing market has gone to shit Where at this point now, I don't know who the fuck. Thank you, Jesus. I was able to get one. But for everybody else that's coming after me after 2023, y'all niggas are fucked after February. Like, it ain't, I don't know how the fuck you gonna get in the house. You might as well say you selling some kidneys. Now, y'all need to explain that because black men, you are the lowest educated and the quickest one to get furloughed and fired from a job. Now, I need to know where in Stacey Abrams' plan does she say, hey, black men specifically? Because if she don't have you specifically picked out, and I'm just showing y'all, make sure I grab it. Hang on, let me make sure I grab it. Because I'm glad. Shout out to Real Deal. Real Deal does finances also. This is your plan. Now, of course, she got it right with that picture of showing them old black men. But those are the motherfuckers that will vote for anything that looks like them. They don't give a fuck. But they already know that 2 foot in the grave. Now, she said black men deserve leadership that sees them, serves them, and believes in them. I am committed to investing in black men, their families, their businesses, providing opportunities. After that, there is nothing in here that mentions you specifically, black men. This is that. There is nothing in this. Economic, security, healthcare. What that is very sad is that many black men are still on Medicaid. That is very scary. Y'all do know Medicaid is shrinking. That is national. Medicaid is shrinking. Making housing and affordable for everyone. And education,
more projects,
education, job training. Y'all gonna like that one. Increase funding to public schools. Decrease over disciplining black children. Create 20,000 apprenticeships, including construction, entertainment, and y'all niggas like being entertained. And advanced energy. Restore free technical college. I don't know how the fuck do you make technical college free? Because somebody got to pay for the bitch. Who the fuck is working for free?
Yeah, bro. This is I'm sorry, Real Deal, bro. This is kind of a lot of this shit is coming to the forefront. Like if you investigate that Brett Favre shit, it's all similar, and it's something that the politicians and you know what I'm saying, the lobbyists and the, you know what I'm saying, they've been doing this shit for years. What they'll do is they'll create all of these so-called quote programs, and they'll use that shit to funnel money, you know what I'm saying, to whatever the fuck they want to funnel it to, which really means they just gonna put a lot of that shit in their own pocket. You understand what I'm saying? They'll raise $2, $3, $4, $10 million for some shit, put $3 million into it, and then they'll just keep the change and divvy that shit up.
Okay. On management fees, yep. On management fees.
Facts, dog. And it is really the way the nonprofit sectors work for the most part, dude. You know what I'm saying? In America.
Now, I would want to know the main thing. What is that? What in any of her plan is that for black men specifically? Like, specifically, this is towards black men. Like she specifically addressed the LGBTQ. She specifically addressed women, but she has never specifically addressed black men.
Yeah, well, she did. I'm sorry. No, I was gonna say she did covertly. She's talking about policies to raise funding and shit for law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? So she can run your black man ass through the damn system, generate more revenue, tack a felony on you so you can't vote the other way or against them. Like I said, bro, for whatever reason, they feel as though any policy that's beneficial to black men is detrimental or oppressive to those other demographics that you just mentioned, such as alphabet folks and women. You know what I'm saying? If it helps men, it's bad for them. That's the way they see it. That's why I say, bro, I'll just keep my vote in my damn back pocket, bro. You can pay me for it or I'll keep it. That's simple.
Fair. That is fair. If anybody wants to know, I've lived in Augusta, Georgia, and I've also lived in Atlanta on Old National, and I also lived in Decatur. Wow. So I've lived in 3 areas of Georgia. So, and I also have people in Georgia. So I am very much have that much of a say about what goes on in Georgia. Now, the thing also, like I said, if what's going on? What's going on, bro? What's going on, man? I asked that of the question, and women, you're allowed to come up too, because I don't say nothing whenever they have a specific bill towards that of women or black women. I don't. Hey, you got it. You got your bill. When Golden Sachs said we're gonna give black women money, I shut the fuck up. I said, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I sat on the sidelines. I even had Cherie help them to get grants. I ain't hating on it.
Cool. I was gonna hate, but I want the same fair reciprocation that I, as a man, and other men should be able to have access to. And when people say, well, what are you doing, black man? Well, holy fuck, shit nuggets. Am I not in this country? Do I not participate? Do I not work? Do I not goddamn eat, sleep, slit, whatever, goddamn it? I do everything you're doing. Why should I not have something put towards my efforts? Because when they were talking about that of, what about that of this group or this demographic votes or the Browns votes, or see, the only time they talk about you, black man, is when your black ass is chalked on that goddamn street curb. So
that's when you come to the barbershop niggas.
Yeah, I'm acting fairly because the only booming business y'all got is barbershop. To be fair, I don't know any that many goddamn businesses that y'all running like that. Maybe some culinary shit. You're not gonna say y'all got yourself an IT tech lab set up in Georgia. I would surely love to see that bitch. Not saying it ain't there, but last time I checked, when they were building that new stadium, you black men were getting pushed out. So wherever the fuck they say y'all are at, y'all not there. So we gotta ask a serious question to black men, black women. If you feel a certain type of way, you could come up too. This is not no attack panel. I'm being very fair and analytical. I don't want to hear about that of the country. I don't want to hear that. I want to know about this woman right here that is demanding every vote of a black person. You black men in Georgia, you need to demand her. Show me where that it is on a paper that you, Stacey Abrams, are guaranteeing a black man this. And if you're not being guaranteed anything, jack shit, fuck you, bitch.
Hey, be careful saying that, dog. They're gonna call that hate speech, dog.
I could give a flying fuck.
DMT.
They're gonna call that hate speech, dude.
Well, guess what? It was hate speech. She said it would be black man's fault why she don't get it. Now, when she said that shit, now here's the funny thing about it. Kemp was the one who threw her under the bus and said, yo, black men, that shit that she said she made for y'all black men, she didn't make nothing for y'all. Her own opponent threw her under the bus. Stacey Abrams is a millionaire. How you doing? Stacey Abrams is a millionaire. I'll get it later. Stacey Abrams is a fucking millionaire. She's worth $3-4 billion. You think she's worried about y'all? She don't live nowhere around you motherfuckers.
I mean, that Tiffany Cross interview with Roland Martin
right here.
My bad. That shit pretty much explained everything. And I ain't even no fan of Roland Martin, but even though he tried to tell them straight up, like, look, you got a demographic of voters as far as black men are concerned that you know you need their vote in order to win this damn election. So when they say that they're feeling ignored, why is your plan to continue to ignore them and then shame them for not voting for you? That's crazy. It's asinine and it's not going to work. And the only answer that they had was, hey, I know you've been ignored, but so what? You need to get in line with these women. You know what I'm saying? They treat, you know what I'm saying? They see black men as children that they can just pop upside the head, tell them to get in line and just say, cause I said so. That's what they see you as. So, hey, the only leverage that you have to make these damn politicians learn is to hold your damn vote in your back pocket until they do something to earn it.
I agree.
Don't pick the lesser of two evils. Make every party earn it. Hold an auction and you decide where the bidding starts. That's it. This is my list of demands. This is where it starts. It's just like if you're selling the damn car, you're going to have a price tag in that car. If it's negotiable, it's cool. But this is where it starts. We might be able to bring it down. Hell, if I get a better offer, that's why I say or best offer. You know what I'm saying? You do that like it's negotiable. They don't even want to negotiate. They just like, fuck it. I want the car. And fuck it. I'm going to pay you what I want to pay you for it. Non-negotiable. That's crazy.
BMT, I got my link.
Yep, I got it up right now. Rock, go ahead, bro.
Okay. So when people say Black Mecca, people need to understand the boomer black folks are the ones that are winning in Atlanta, Georgia, because they got the property appreciation from holding on to homes from the 80s and the 90s. So when it comes to the Black Mecca term, I think they mean about Uncle Rufus and Cletus and them, the one that votes Stacey Abrams in. Ain't that a bitch? The ones that vote Stacey Abrams in are the ones that are getting the property appreciation. Now, it says here Atlanta is known as the Black Mecca. Jobs data tells a different story. So this was when the economy was doing good. This was when in 2019. And even then, they had problems when it comes to certain aspects of Georgia. So this was right now.
Now
This was 6% when the economy was straight. Now it's at 13% unemployment.
Now let me ask you this, homie, because I know y'all two brothers are very good with numbers. Now listen, I'm not a boomer, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know that many young brothers that have houses or have ownership in Georgia. I'm just being fair. Do y'all not understand why I turned up on the I turned up on the $9 an hour? Like, listen, man. Like, imagine somebody, you're a young brother, and you say, "Well, I'm supposed to make something in Georgia." Now, to some people, they say, "Well, shit, that ain't nothing." But Atlanta's not cheap. I don't know. People keep telling people that hey, it's cheap out there, but a lot of motherfuckers are living on the system. Like a lot of them boys are living on the system, unless they have somebody to fall back on. But it's like I said, I agree with you. I'm glad you threw that out there. It's usually the older blacks that have more position. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, them motherfuckers are stingy as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't trying to let the young.
They talk to y'all little niggas about shit.
They're not trying to let you. And this is no kind of beef. I'm just saying, if it's a young brother saying, "Hey, Miss Chantel, I want to make a family with you," well, god damn it, nigga, that $9, you bound to go ahead and work 2 jobs. I don't know how the fuck you gonna make it, bro. And yes, unemployment skyrocketed in Georgia, bro. Like,
so
go ahead.
So this is when the economy, I want to preference this. This is when the economy was straight. And 6%, even though they say, well, real deal, they play with the unemployment numbers, real deal, the numbers this way. I get it. I admit to that. But when it comes to the situation, what's on the books, 6% is still too high. It should be 4% when the economy is doing straight. Now, if Trump would have had his apprenticeships direct from middle school to high school and brung back the workshops directly and told them Democrats, fuck y'all, we gonna do what we gonna do, then it would have been cut. It would have been 3%, but at the end of the day, we can give you the jobs. How much they paying? In Georgia, what? They're paying from 33,000. Average black man in Georgia makes from 33 to 37. Now, the South has trucking opportunities, but even black men are not taking advantage of the owner-operator business and getting their own authority. Not enough young dudes to make any matters, because the boomers, they got it. But the end aspect of the boomers, they're stingy. They don't do apprenticeships unless the government will give them a 20-year tax cut. Then that's when you're gonna see that open up.
Hey, but real deal. That's why. Okay, so this is one of the things that I actually, tried to petition for, in my area, and it's pretty much just rejected. And that's adding sales, marketing, banking, and finance to trade schools. I think with with all of these innovations with STEM and all of that other shit and the demand for jobs in STEM, I think sales, marketing, and things like that should become, they should be considered vocations and trades, you know, and that's the training that you need. If a salesman is the highest paid profession on earth. There's no cap on the damn job. There's no cap on the salary. A salesman can literally get a base wage of minimum wage and make $200,000-$300,000 a year. It's possible because of commission. You know what I'm saying? Because of commission. The problem is our people don't even know that these damn jobs exist and don't think that they're capable of having it. You got white boys that come out of high school, spend 2 years in college, and then they get a, you know what I'm saying, they start their own business as a sports agent. You know, as a sports agent, and all they have to do is come to some kid from the University of Kentucky. They go to sit on his mother's couch, and bam, he makes $1 million a year off that kid. He's never shot a basketball in his damn life or caught a damn football. You know what I'm saying? But now he makes $1 million a year just because of that. You don't see many black dudes getting those jobs unless they've actually been in the business themselves as athletes.
And let's say this, man, because we have the stats on the city.
Have those jobs, huh?
We have the stats on the city right here. So when it comes to 305 Miami, the stats is around 7% jobless rates in Miami when the economy was super, super strong. Even with the economy super strong, because this is a dated article, the city's jobless rates was 11.5 for black residents. Remember when they come out with that article stating that we are losing $50 billion a year? I ain't going to say we're losing 50 billion, but I'm going to say that it can be ranging around 15 to 20 billion that's lost economically. So,
Preach, boy. Preach, brother.
You know, when it comes to that aspect, it needs to be sales and marketing. We got too many record labels, man. Atlanta can't have 25 record labels.
Real deal. And you know this. BMT knows this too. That's one of the reasons why since I was 17 years old, I ain't never really had to be out of work for any real length of time, unless I chose to be, because I was looking for something better. Every company, every business needs a salesperson. They need salespeople. Somebody has to be able to separate people from their money. You got the best products in the world, but you can't close deals and make sales. That's what I mean. That profession is always going to be in demand.
And look at this. They're saying that the Great Recession in 2010, now they're saying the Great Recession 2010 led to 17%. When really this is mainly black men when it comes to aspect, because right now there's 43% of black men nationwide that's on the government teat on welfare. So black men do get welfare. I don't like that argument when niggas say they ain't getting no welfare, they ain't getting access. Yes, you are.
They are getting that shit. They are getting that shit. And they getting lazy and off of that shit. Hey, anybody in the chat, if y'all see these damn sex shit popping up, man, kick that shit out of my chat, man. I don't got time for these porno ads and shit. And I don't got time for all that.
Yeah, you might want to subs only mode this shit, bro.
I might probably have to do that. Do that. And like I want you to understand that this is not, listen, man. And T is passionate about the numbers and on policy. Real deal, damn sure can run the numbers. Y'all know how I am. Like I said, listen. I was talking with the brother Mike B, and it wasn't nothing. It was a good conversation, but I'm like, I'm not going to just give my vote to no fucking Democrat. Well, because they're the bread and butter for black people. No, they're not. That's just saying, that's like them saying, well, what else you got to lose? You might just vote for me. Well, fuck you. Why? That's saying that means you could treat me any old type of way like I'm a trick. I got you, Mama Bear. I got you. Like I'm not gonna just tell brothers on this panel that y'all don't got a choice, you know, that y'all gotta just take any old form of abuse.
Especially when others get preferential treatment, man. Like here in LA, BMT, it is bad. That's why I said BMT, don't let them California motherfuckers fuck up your state if you have the ability, because they will come in your shit and it will be fucked. Like I went to LA last week, BMT, and the businesses that were cooking soul food, man, it was Vietnamese ran. I said, man, Vietnamese. Them boat
That's funny
people,
as
them
hell.
boat
You get
people, them
collard greens,
70s boat
macaroni and
people,
cheese. You know what
them
I'm saying?
70s boat
From the
people, man.
Vietnamese.
And I said,
See,
God damn.
but see, the thing about it is this, and I want y'all to understand this. Mama, you got Mama Max. Make sure you type in there. I gotta try to figure out the beat. But y'all gotta understand this, man. I'm watching other groups. They're not playing with politicians, and they're getting fucking property and lots and all kind of shit, man. Am I mad? No, I'm not mad at it, but I understand that of how the game of poker is run. It's either you gonna fold or you gonna hold or you gonna fold. Either you gonna step away from the table or not. That's how the deal is. All players step to the table. If you're not playing, what the fuck they tell you, Auntie? Hey, please step away from the table.
Yeah, please step. Yeah. Stay away from the playing area. Yeah, that's it.
You can't bitch and complain. And listen, I just in the casino, like you can't bitch and complain. Well, oh man, they're cheating. Well, are you playing? Okay, then shut the fuck up. Or get out
Well,
of
the
casino.
thing is, you can lobby with $10,000, $20,000. You just need an attorney, a political attorney. That's something that the barbershop niggas never be talking about. Cause I call this shit barbershop talk. When you got motherfuckers say they won't allow us to do it, they won't let. Then, if that's the case, then put that 45 on your head, man. Cause that's a fucked up way of viewing things. Cause they ain't gonna let. Well, I wouldn't let you either if that's the case.
Yeah, and believe it or not, yeah, you can actually lobby with just your votes right now. Like they're pretty much telling you, like, look, we need you to win the damn election, so you know how valuable that shit is to them. So it's important that you just demand some shit in return, or tell them straight up, bro, you about to lose. Like you need me to win. I don't need you to win. I'm probably gonna lose with you. I'm losing now. I'm gonna lose with you. I don't have shit to lose, so I'll hold it in my damn back pocket. You can't just give it to them for no reason.
Auntie, you know in Miami how Uncle Luke, they always get Uncle Luke to come out to leverage his aspects when it comes to voting.
Now it's Trina. They get Trina now. But yeah.
But for the longest time, I remember when I went to Miami, I always see Uncle Luke, and he literally said on a podium that I can galvanize 80,000 motherfuckers to tilt some shit. And I said, damn, man. I'm like, and that was 03 that he said. That was back in 03. Only why I remember that because Schwarzenegger got voted in that same year.
We're the only demographic too that allows entertainers and athletes to tell us how to vote. Every other demographic understands that a singer or an athlete or an actor is just an entertainer. That's their damn job, to entertain you. They're not a role model. Okay, they're not a politician. Their job is just to entertain you. But for some reason, in our group or community, we put these people that can dunk a basketball or hit a note. We put them on some pedestal as if they're the Messiah and they know every damn thing. They don't know a damn thing except how to sing, dance, rap, put on their little hat, do their little dance. That's it. You know, and jump high and shit. And even if they know how to do more than that, to be honest, that's all I want to see their asses do, because that's their damn job. You know, I want the intellectuals to be making the damn decisions as far as politics are concerned. I don't want athletes that never went to college for a damn day and live in some isolated area of gated communities and have never really experienced much of shit that I have to experience, be making decisions for me on a political level, because most of them people bought and paid for anyway.
Like I said, I think the thing about it is this, y'all, and I tell y'all this out of love, man. And people think like, oh man, BMT, you going after people who are Democratic? No, I'm not. If you're too unintellectual to figure it out, you need to start demanding your fucking respect of your vote. You need to start telling them, like, listen, man, I pay my taxes, I pay your fucking salary. I do everything, and also I'm here to contribute. Nigga, you gonna put me on some fucking paperwork. If you can't do that shit, why the fuck we talking? Go get that other white man, and I'll just talk to him. You don't vote for him? Well, shit. He at least had me down on something, and other than a fucking goddamn paper will lock my ass up. And see, that's the thing about it. There's no cardinal sin in doing that. But if I pay you, nigga, I own you. So guess what? I know y'all don't like hearing that, but that's the world. That is, hey, that's how the world is. That's just how it goes down. So
it is until you talking about the damn Democratic Party, because they're like, fuck it, I ain't paying you, and I still own you.
And the fucked up part about it is Ice Cube got treated like a wet food stamp just for negotiating on both sides. Ain't that a bitch? He didn't do no one-sided shit where he just went to Republicans. He went to Joe first, and Joe said after the election.
Yeah. Hey, bro, and he was willing to negotiate with both sides. He got he got crucified by the press for just being willing to negotiate with both sides. Which is what the hell you should be trying to do anyway, as only 13% of the population, because you really don't have the ability to sway an election all by yourselves. You're going to have to tack it on to another party. Like, you're going to have to tack on 80-90% of your votes to another party, but you still hold the leverage. You know what I'm saying? Because whoever you tack it on to is likely who's going to win. So these political parties should be having a bidding war for your vote. Instead of trying to look for things for black men, bro, it should be so many things in there for you. That's what I'm saying. They don't give a shit, and they don't have to give a shit because you got too many people that's willing to give their damn votes away for nothing.
And the beautiful thing about it is we can cut African foreign aid where $700 billion that we give for a whole decade, that can go to black men based off of work grants, household grants when it comes to the families, and situations of apprenticeships, warehousing, manufacturing, back to the hoods. NAFTA fucked us up if you realize it. So that's why I ain't too jolly when it comes to DNC. Me and BMT had battles with other dudes when it comes to policy for policy, because they always say, do you know the policy? Yes. NAFTA was a fucked up trade agreement that literally cost 2.3 million warehouse jobs every single year from 94 to 99.
That's a fact, bro. You ain't wrong. That's something that people don't know. That's something that they really don't know. And you got a lot of people that they shit on Donald Trump about the ICE raids and all of that other stuff by deporting those people. You know how many jobs that created for black folks when they got rid? You know what I'm saying? When they deported a lot of them damn people.
Texas black folks saw most of the benefits because most of the jobs moved in Texas, Georgia, Florida. And when it moved to Georgia, it was specifically South Fulton. So now you see that Atlanta, now you got Buckhead saying we want to be our own city now. Y'all niggas done fucked it up.
I'll be right back.
Now you got.
I mean, look, I'm in favor of lobbying, but I could really care less for the politicians that are already there. I would more so want to lobby to get my own damn politicians on the damn ballot. New ones that I know damn what, homegrown politicians, instead of somebody who you ain't never seen or heard. These Andrew Gillum ass motherfuckers, bro.
Andrew Gillum got locked up too.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Real shit, bro. That motherfucker, I'm in Florida, bro. That motherfucker almost became the damn governor of the state of Florida strictly because of his skin tone. It almost happened, bro.
Because he lost by 30,000 votes. DeSantis was an unknown at the time. But Chris thinks he got it.
Just for the policies alone, DeSantis should have won by landslide.
But that showed you that the media, dog, that show you that the TV box where if you go policy for policy with certain dudes and you break it down where even if it's not direct, but it's in your line of work, like pertains to your line of work, that's where people need to be more intricate and realize that, wait a minute, this is going to fuck up me. Let me sidestep this. But now we starting to see it with Brandon. Now we starting to see it really with Brandon because gas, dude, Auntie, my shit is literally at $6.90. And it's going to be another 50 cents. And watch when New York, after the midterms, gas is going to go up because the gas tax got halted.
Hold on, you said $6.90 a gallon?
Yes.
What the fuck?
I'm serious. So it's going to be $7.50 after the midterms if whatever the pendulum swings, then that's when everybody's going to see it in January. People are going to
Gene,
see that gas tax because the gas tax is like 30 to 50 cents in certain states. Added per to the gallon. That's funny. I gotta break this down to
I'm
barbershop.
just
Like
saying.
I be in the barbershop a lot, bro. I be in the barbershop. They have CNN cracking. Niggas want to get in their fake political pundit voice.
Look, in the state of Florida, bro, there's no state tax. Okay, no state tax. So why in the absolute hell would people vote for a man that tried to institute state tax?
They're used to having it in place. I think a lot of motherfuckers complacent for a lot of shit. Where if they would have went
I'm
to a
just saying,
different
they were voting for a man that wanted to impose state tax. I'm like, that was enough. I'm like, bro, why the hell? That's why I'm here. The weather's great and there's no state tax.
yeah, because the state tax will creep on you, man. It'll be like around 8 to 11% once you notice.
Yeah. And you making 30, 40, 50 grand a year. That's $3, $4, $5,000 a year in taxes.
And the bitch is the Democrats, well, also Republicans too. That Larry Hogan dude in Maryland, he might as well just flip over the other side because I don't see the difference between him because he actually instituted rent control, and everybody that's a builder and real estate development know that if you're suppressing rents, then the lands will go up because the state got to make up on one end. If you're not making money off of you being a homeowner and building on something, they're gonna make money off the land under it.
Yeah, that's a fact. That is a fact.
I'm telling you, rent control has fucked up LA, where rent control has been suppressed for 30 years. The land is like 300,000, and you're like, damn, this neighborhood like 800,000. You trying to get a land lot for 60, 100,000 maybe. You got business credit cards, antique, you got everything ready to go. You got an age corporation that you paid for from your attorney. You're trying to get some cheap land lots for 60 G's to at least get a $500,000 house. And that can be done because you get a land lot, build 150 with a construction loan, and you're good. You're good. But people will learn. People will learn. People will learn because Florida got the most job increases ever. So the Florida market has literally got 3 million added new jobs over the past 4 years.
And that's what I'm saying. What they're mad about, and this is something that it was vaguely stated a few times by a few intellectuals, even back to the 60s. You got a lot of folks that are actually gaining political maturity. So just like BMT's talking, just like you talking, just like I'm talking right now, a lot of people are starting to wake up and be like, you know what? This is really the only leverage that I have. So that's it. If you want it, you got to earn it. I don't give a damn about your speech. I don't care about your skin tone. I don't care how nice your wife looked in that dress. Okay? I want to know what the hell you're going to do for me. If you're not going to do a damn thing for me, you can't get my vote. And they trying to shame people for that.
Yeah, man, because this is serious, man. Because you got situations where if they don't hit you with the rent control bullshit, they'll hit you with the aspect of either not capping property tax once you have like an influx of like buyers coming in your market. Say your neighborhood was like in Homestead, your neighborhood was like 210. You have like an influx of 300 buyers and fluxed in, bought like 12,000 properties just off of a bundle. That means your shit gonna be like 350,000, and the property tax is gonna shoot up. Now the thing with California that I do like is they do have a cap on 2% when it comes to property tax increase. So they do cap that, but everything else is just expensive, continuous taxes, gas tax, sales tax. Now they're getting rid of natural gas as well. They're trying to get rid of gas-powered cars by 2035, probably sooner than 2035. So that's why I tell people, black folks say, well, we got to go green. Okay, so even if we still go green, don't you know we still use the fossil fuels to be able to produce this stuff? Still, don't you think this is a corporate play?
Makes
Other black
sense.
folks look at me like, well, you just a climate denier. And I said, okay, whatever. I just walk off at this point because I be at political meetings all the time. It both be liberal, it black conservative, and sometimes it just be the people in the area. So they really ain't political. They just trying to be in the scene. Shit, Red Pill Finance. He in Florida. He know about no state tax as well.
You know, and if I'm not mistaken, there's no state tax in Texas either.
No,
Yeah.
no, they get you with the property tax, but
Yeah.
other than that, it's all good. It's all good because the state tax hits you, man. Because you getting paid. A lot of people they get paid W-2. You know, they take a lot off the top anyway.
Yeah, but they don't see it because they wait around for income tax time every year, so they don't notice it. Yo, but
you got to be 1099, homie. You got to be 1099, or you got to be an LLC.
That's the only way I'm willing to work for anyone is on 1099. I pay my taxes when I'm done. When I'm done spending, that's when I pay taxes, not before. You're not going to double tax me. You're not going to tax me before I see my money and then when I spend it. That's stupid. That's stupid.
People need 1099, and even if you're a contractor, get your LLC and register it as an S corporation as soon as possible on your next LLCs that you create. A lot of people create multiple LLCs just in case if they tapped out on the business credit where they got 5 business credit cards, ANT, BMT, they're trying to get another 5 from a different LLC, and they'll just PG it off their FICO being 730, or they get 2 trade lines from Trade Line Supplies, thing I show you guys all the time. And they get some fat trade lines and they can boost it up to 820.
Mm-hmm. And then they can, they can live by the golden rule, which is other people's money.
Other people's money, zero down financing, get you a fleet of trucks if you're in trucking, and
seller finances, yeah, absolutely,
yeah, seller financing.
Which is, I think you came up when I did the stream about that, where I showed people how to find businesses for sale through seller finance on bizquest.com.
Yes, and
they're all over the place.
And motherfuckers sleep on that because you can use the equipment for the down payment because the equipment is collateral. Fool.
Absolutely. Every single asset that company has, most of them have cash flow and money in the bank anyway, expense accounts for the company anyway, that you, just like you said, that you can use as collateral. Or sometimes some of these businesses have land. They own the buildings and stuff like that. And it's simple things. Somebody old may have just, they just want to retire, or they might have passed away or something like that. And they're just trying to buy, just sell it for the low. You can come up on a car lots. You can come up on nail salons, hair salons, stores, stuff like that. $40,000, $50,000 valuations. You can literally get in there for $5,000 down. Okay, with a seller finance where you pay them back $2,500 a month, out of the profits, for the next 2 years.
And you're just
paying for it.
And you're just doing baby merger and acquisition deals. So that's like a merger acquisition deals where you're just.
But most people don't know this because it's something that they're not taught. That's why I say these things should be considered trades now. They should be considered trades. It's something that should be taught in high school. It's something that should be taught in higher learning institutions, but it's not.
Yeah, man, because everybody heard of Reginald Lewis. That's when it comes to at least the private equity world. He was the first Black billionaire, and he was just using leverage buyout options. So he was an attorney that pretty much studied the finance left and right. Rest in peace to that man. But this is something that Black men can do once they're in the right position of research. Be a person that love finance. Be a person that love other people's success stories, because I love BMT's success story. I love Auntie's success story. I appreciate everybody that can show me step by step. And when BMT says, I remember 2 years ago, he snapped on motherfuckers and said, show me your work. Show me what's going on. Show me the books. He didn't say show me the work. He said, show me the books. If I'm not mistaken. So that just show you that people can leverage other people's money. People can get to other access of businesses, figure out where the land lots is at, Get you a good realtor connection, somebody that's on your side. You know, stop talking about relationships, women that you ain't with.
That's why I said, bro. I got all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like scheduled on private. One of them's the pump and dump series. Motherfucker gonna think I'm talking about women. I'm talking about business, bro. That's the name of the game, bro. Pump and dump for real. You know?
And sell for a multiple, man. People are selling a bankruptcy company, turning it into a profitable one, and selling it for a 12x multiple.
Yeah, that's the real definition of pump and dump. You know?
BMT, we see you there, big dog.
Like I said, listen, I've been running this new business for probably about a few years now. From me and my friends doing the clubs to doing the latest spots and trends and stuff.
Mhm.
I can tell you right now, it's going to be a lot of work, and I'm hoping a lot of men and women have their shit together. Hoping. Um, but that would mean you would have to be accountable. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing about it. A lot of men want the milk and honey. They want to stand in the center of the spotlight. And, same thing as women, but I'm telling you right now, it's you don't get once you step in there, it's no easy thing. It's not easy. Oh yeah, I've been doing this for years, Gary. Like listen, like
Well, I mean, I think a lot of people are stuck on the symbolism aspect of it because you hear that argument all of the time. That look at how many black folks are in politics. Look at how many black folks hold prominent positions. You're doing well. It's like if those black folks aren't, you know, if their intentions aren't for the good of the entire community as a whole, that's nothing but symbolism. You know, there's nothing tangible, bro.
I think one of the things about it is this, and I'm just telling the men and the women here before I log off. Um, you you have choices. You don't have to take the first deal. It's like when any of us who bought a car and they just said, "Well, where are you going to get a better deal than this?" When they start getting cocky, when they can start saying shit like that, you need to start checking them. Like, hold up, I can find other deals. It's called the
Facts.
internet. It's called research. It's called leveraging my power.
Mhm.
My power. I'm gonna leverage that, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. I'm just saying, like, and I'm just putting out that you can look up the Stacey Abrams thing. I want y'all to check it out for yourself, critique it, bring it back, pull up your own research, and then, like I said, people say, "Oh, BMT." I'm saying no, but she's making it seem like black men, y'all are dumb. Like y'all don't know better how to check the paperwork. Y'all are not getting hired like that in Atlanta. You are not getting the job that y'all deserve out there in Georgia, in Savannah, in Augusta. I know I live out there, so y'all not gonna tell me y'all living in the land of milk and honey, niggas. I ain't mean to call y'all niggas, but y'all need to start. Y'all need to start challenging this shit. Everybody saying that's a black mecca for who? The elites. But you ain't the elites. We ain't none of us on here the elites. One day we never know. Auntie might be one. Goddamn, real deal might be one. I don't know. Somebody in my chat might be an elite someday. I don't fucking know. Me, I don't care for that kind of energy. I'm happy where I am. If y'all want to learn about some investment, hit me up, email me at blackbrother123@gmail.com. I will network y'all into the CBD and THC business. If y'all want to get into that, I got somebody who is already getting who already has their paperwork for legal marijuana to sell it. If y'all want to get into start making some money, I will tell y'all I will put y'all in my world. I will put y'all in my world. If y'all interested, hang on, let me drop the banner and hold them to this hold them to this Unreal Deal. Email BMT and make sure I don't want to hear you don't got no money, no money, no money, no money, no. I don't want that. If you would like to buy in, Auntie, did I not do a talk with you about this before?
Absolutely.
If you
Absolutely.
would like to buy in to that of the distribution and sales of marijuana, the pharmaceutical world, head up BMT. I will gladly point you and show you the ways to go. Just like Aladdin said, I will show you the world. I will gladly show you the motherfucking world. Where you go from there, it's gonna be on you. But make sure you come with
Mhm.
some dinero in your pocket. All right, y'all. I gotta go to my other business venture. I have never steered y'all wrong. I've been dealing with Auntie and Real Deal for a long time.
Yo, Auntie, do you
So
got some time, big dog? Cause I was about to go live on my stream. If not, then I'm about to do that shit on
Go ahead,
Monday.
handle your business, bro. I don't even. Lately, I ain't been going live like that, so I didn't plan on going live. But I got the notification on BMT. I see the topic. I'm like, I'm coming through. Um, that's it. So,
so like I
and
said, if y'all interested
but
in
I'll come.
that investing and invest, and if you want to invest, guess what? But here's the thing, but don't ever invest like somebody who buys lottery tickets. Don't ever spend what you're not gonna miss. Don't ever. That's how. That's the rule of me and my friends. Whenever we go to Mohegan Sun or any casino, don't ever spend what you're not going to miss. If you say, "Hey, me dropping $200, $300, $500, $1,000, whatever not going to miss," I'm trying to tell you right now. Like I said, I definitely could put you in the right direction. James, I'm sure you would like to know. And no, James also makes beer. James makes beer. James
Oh,
brews beer.
shout out to James, man. Shout out to James. Yeah, I wanted to address a comment that he made earlier because he right on the money with that shit. He said, look, you know, he mentioned that he never went to college before, and does that devalue his experience? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because one thing that I noticed in some of those higher levels of institution, like a Harvard, a Yale, a Vanderbilt, you know, colleges, institutions like that, they don't teach people to go out and get jobs. They teach their students and their alumni to go create jobs. You go
Corporate.
create a job. You create a profession. You create a new industry. You know, and that's what our people need to learn. Instead of trying to get in with what everybody else is doing, create, build, establish, you know, your own. There
But
ain't nothing
we
wrong
got a
with that.
problem where too many people want to get up under somebody else instantaneously, man. Like my pops and my mom put me on this shit at 15. 15. 15. Just researching, not making any money, only doing the situations when it comes to selling chips, maybe selling hair bundles every now and then, but nothing too consistent where I can really stamp it as me getting a win. But those were small wins that accumulated me to understand at least the fundamental process of the selling and the buying.
Facts. And something else that I recommend before BMT logs off is, yo, instead of sitting there watching, as far as these politicians are concerned, Stacey Abrams, whatever, stop watching so much damn MSNBC and start watching CNBC. Right?
Yeah, 'cause I ain't being informed on
CNBC,
shit.
Bloomberg, Fox Business. See what's going on in the world as far as global economics are concerned. You'll see how all of these social issues tie into it. You'll understand, you know, geodynamics, global politics, global economics, trade,
World
and how it
indices,
affects you directly. You will
world
notice that.
indices,
Huh? What'd you say?
world indices, and you know what the IMF means, and you know with central how the economy is more or less centralized. So it's not a market of buyers and sellers. It's based off the central bank.
Absolutely. Nah,
So
but just like you said, like you'll understand how these different dynamics affect different markets and how they're going to affect you directly. You'll understand that, and
mhm.
you'll understand it organically over the course of time. You just trust me. At first, when I started, you know, paying attention to that type of shit, it was like reading a foreign language. I didn't know what the hell I was reading. But over time, you're gonna learn how to understand this shit because that's a language that everybody else in the world that's doing anything, making real moves, they understand it. So they understand it, and that's what they speak. So if you don't understand it too, you're in bad shape. And as far as business and business dealings are concerned, you don't need to be a scholar to understand that there are three basic components of any successful business deal, and that's trust, leverage, and the ability to negotiate. If you don't have those three things, you will continue to get screwed in any arena.
And analyzing your supplier.
Politics is a business. Say what?
And analyzing your supplier, because that's in politics as well. Because Indonesia, they wanted to be the next farmhouse for Tesla when it comes to semiconductor building.
Mm-hmm. And when I say trust, it doesn't mean that, oh, well, he's a racist, I don't trust him. No, even if he's a damn racist, you know what he is. You know where his damn allegiance lies. You know what's important to him. If it's just his buck or his people, you trust him to be invested in that. You understand what somebody else's goals are, you know what I'm saying, what their plans are, and what they hold near, dear, and true. That's what trust is about. Don't mean you got to like somebody. It means that you just trust them to look out for certain interests no matter what. You know, leverage is the ability to be able to just walk away from the damn table, meaning I don't have to take any of your deals. And the ability to negotiate, you got to be able to talk something down. Just because I got this price in the window, I can lower it, but you might have to give me a little bit here on the back end. You might have to do a little bit of this. I can negotiate a price down, but you might raise the interest rate. You know, little things like Real Deal knows what I'm talking about because this is what he does. Mm-hmm. So, you have to be able to negotiate these things. This is one of the things that keep our demographic behind. Is just not understanding. They see a price tag, they pay what's on the price tag. Most of these other y'all wonder why a lot of these other demographics they come here, they refuse to pay what's on a price tag. They refuse. They will always
get it zeroed down. Shit, they get the lease zeroed down and start ringing it out and start writing it off on their taxes and depreciation, no matter when it comes to trucks, cars, all that type of shit. But BMT, thank you. I'm about to head out. I was about to go live, but I'm about to save it for Monday.
If y'all want more information like this, listen, I'm telling you right now. At other places, other conferences, this costs money. Y'all can literally go sit down and listen to their streams of Real Deal Financial. These two guys really go over that stuff. Listen, I only sit amongst power. I only sit amongst people that I see as equal, that I can actually have these type of conversations with. Not saying that I can't have with other people. You know what I'm saying? I know they gotta go. I gotta take my goddamn dog to be on the job. But you got y'all gotta understand, man. This took me about 10 years to get to this location. I don't know where I'm gonna be in the next 10 years. I'm hoping that somebody surpasses me. I got a feeling that somebody will surpass me soon enough. So I'll see you guys later. Much respect. Thank y'all too for both helping me with this stream. Peace.